As soon as October, millions of people could see $10,000, maybe even $20,000 of student loan debt canceled. President Joe Biden announced his student debt relief plan last week. It generated a lot of conversation and questions over just how is this possible. Abby Larico verifies what the Biden administration is falling back on.
As people wait for more information from the Department of Education on what to do next to claim this loan forgiveness benefit, there's also the question of if the program could get tied up in court. The Biden administration points to something called the HEROES Act as giving them authority for the sweeping student debt cancellation program. So what is it and how is it connected with student loans?
Our sources are the Higher Education Relief Opportunities for Students, or HEROES Act, the Department of Education, and the Biden administration. The HEROES Act was passed after 9/11. It allows for the forgiveness of student loan requirements during certain periods of hardship in the country, like during a war or national emergency. It became law while U.S. troops were fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan, and lawmakers agreed they should be protected from growing loan burdens. This accompanying legal opinion cites the HEROES Act as justification for the debt cancellation program, which the Biden administration has said is directed at, quote, addressing the financial harms caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Department of Education also stood on the HEROES Act to initially pause student loan collection in 2020 during the Trump administration. However, some say this is too broad an interpretation of the HEROES Act, or even a case of presidential overreach. Members of his own party have even long questioned if this is something the president has the authority to do.
So how would a legal challenge happen? That's actually a big question here. With the way the judicial process works, someone would have to make the case that they've been personally harmed by this to have standing in court to challenge it. But it's something we know Republicans and conservative advocacy groups have already started talking about. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
Well, several student loan websites crashed after President Biden announced his plan to forgive billions of dollars in federal student loans. With high interest in the debt cancellation, experts are warning you to not fall for scams.
In most cases, the government is not going to be contacting you in this way unless you've already given them permission. One thing to remember is you never have to pay money for a free government program. Scammers will try to take advantage of you and say that you can get additional services or faster service if you pay a fee. That is never true.
Yeah, you're not going to get to the front of the line or any of those things. This is what you need to remember. Studentaid.gov. This is the one and only source for federal student loans. All the information comes out of there. Now, there are a lot of details in the president's student loan forgiveness plan. You can send us a text and we'll send you a breakdown of the information. Just text the word debt to 336-379-5775.